Grandpa. Thanks for coming. Listen, I've got something really important to tell you.
Really? What's up?
Blinding Sword Productions gave me a call. They've seen all my work, and they want me to work on their next film.
That's terrific, son. I'm proud of you. When do you take off?
Tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Well, since this is your first venture into Hollywood cinema, there are a few things you need to know.
Really? Like what?
You remember when I gave you your first camera?
Yeah, it's why I love film. I love listening to your stories about working in the industry.
And I love telling you those stories. They sparked your imagination and you really seemed to enjoy them. But I didn't tell you everything.
What do you mean?
Well, people think working in Hollywood is all glamour. It's red carpet premieres, star-studded galas, and traveling to exotic locations. But in reality, it's a little different.
Grandpa, I'm just gonna be making a movie. What do you think's gonna happen to me?
Mark, you're young, and that makes you a little naive. Hollywood loves people like you. They see you as easy prey, just like I was. It all started when I got my first camera for my birthday. From that day forward, I was in love with the art of visual storytelling. I read everything about film I could get my hands on. With every book I read, my passion for film grew more and more powerful. I started making short films with a few friends from school. Our first efforts were less than stellar, but we got really good over time, and then the unexpected came knocking. One day I got a call from a guy named Philip out of the blue. He was a studio executive from Drivetrain Pictures. He said he'd seen my work and was interested in hiring me to direct a feature film for the studio. They wanted me there as soon as possible, so I packed my bags and boarded the next flight to LA. I had no idea what to expect. Upon meeting Philip, I was immediately taken aback by how confident the guy seemed. He was a nice enough guy, but I couldn't shake this feeling of unease around him. I'd never dealt with anything regarding contracts or anything like that, so I just signed the contract. The offer sounded great, so I took them at their word. So once the script was completed, we began shooting. And then things got interesting.
Johnny, baby, how's it going? Look, we've come to an executive decision. We want you to change up the movie a bit, the ending a bit.
Wait, what?
Yeah. We think it's too bold. It's not going to go well with audience or theater goers.
We're in the middle of shooting. You can't just change the ending.
Johnny, the audience doesn't lie, okay? Look, this kind of thing happens all the time. Don't make a big deal out of it. It's nothing new.
Look, Phil, I get what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that the film will be much better with the current ending.
Johnny, this isn't up for debate. You gotta change it. Or I pick out one of the other dozen wannabe directors who desperately want your job. Look, Johnny, you got this, okay? Okay? I believe in you.
It was then I found out that my idea of creativity and theirs was a completely different ballgame. We finished principal photography in 6 months, and I finished editing in 2. The film was a pretty big hit, and life couldn't have been better at that moment. But something was missing, and then one day I discovered exactly what it was. Her name was Kelly. She was exceptional in spirit, character, and beauty. I met her when she was cast as the lead on a film that I was working on. We had so much in common. We were practically twins. She helped ground me when life got hectic. We even had a favorite restaurant that we just couldn't stay away from. One thing they don't tell you about being a director is the toll that it takes on your personal life.
How do you mean?
Ambition is a double-edged sword. It can cut obstacles out of your path, or it can carve away what you cherish the most.
Hey, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, yes.
Since we finally have time, I've been meaning to tell you about how I've been feeling lately, and I just...
Hang on a second. Hey, Phil. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. It's.
Are you serious? This is exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have time for me anymore.
This is really important to me, Kelly. Why can't you understand that?
I do understand, but you value your career more than me.
Oh no, I don't! Look. What I'm trying to say is that this is my biggest project yet. It could really put me on the map.
So what? I've been with you for the past 2 years. I've been there whenever you've come home completely exhausted from a long shoot. I've been to all the premieres and everything in between. Look, I need to know if this relationship is going somewhere. I'm not asking you to sacrifice your dream. I just need to know what deserves more of your time. Me or your career.
Look, Kelly, if this project takes off, I'm just gonna be in more demand than I was before. Maybe we just need to take a break.
I can't say I didn't see this coming. I just thought it never would. John, someday you're gonna realize that all the success in the world isn't gonna be able to replace what's truly important in life. I hope for your sake you figure it out sooner rather than later.
The worst part wasn't watching her walk away. It was knowing that deep down, she was right.
Wait. You just let her walk out of your life?
Yeah. And the sad part was even though I was heartbroken, nothing was going to deter me from what I was doing at that point. When we started production on that film that I told you about, I met a young woman who intrigued me. Not romantically or anything, but she was always content and happy, no matter what. Her name was Amy, and she would teach me more than I ever expected.
Hey, Amy. You're always smiling and excited to be on set even when you're exhausted. It's like nothing phases you. I gotta know, what's your secret?
Well, John, it's not a secret, really. It's actually really simple. I don't let my ambition get in the way of my success. Don't worry, you'll get it one day soon. Oh, hey, I got something for you. Catch me after we wrap and I'll get it to you.
I mulled it over for a second, and then I forgot about it. Little did I know how this seemingly small gift was going to change my life. Mark, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Fame, wealth, power, it's all meaningless unless you have the one thing worth having. I found that out the hard way. decided in that moment that I was done selling years of my life to people who only saw me as a money-making machine.
So you're telling me you're done? Just like that. That's it.
Yeah. I've had it, Phil. I've given up so much. I've sacrificed everything, and I can't get any of that back.
Do you know what you're throwing away? What most people couldn't even dream of having. Wealth, fame, and you're gonna throw that all away for what? A nice, normal, boring life?
You know, someone very wise once told me that you shouldn't let ambition get in the way of success. And you know what? She was right.
John, listen to what you're saying. You're not making any sense. This is crazy. This is nuts.
No, Phil. What's nuts is bartering away your life for something as temporary as money. And as the good book says it, what good is having everything if you lose your soul?
As I walked out of that building, I never felt better. I decided that it was time to try and get my life back. Kelly and I reconnected. It took some time, but we finally repaired our relationship. And to my dismay, I found out that she was seeing someone else. But we remained good friends, and as you know, I met your grandma not long after that. And the rest is, as they say, history.
Thanks, I guess. It really helps put everything in perspective. Why didn't you tell me any of this before, though?
Well, I was waiting for the right time, and it looks like I picked a good one.
Yeah, I guess so. Oh, sorry, getting a call. Hey, Jen. Yeah, I have everything packed. Right now? Yeah, sure, give me like 15, 20 minutes, alright? I'll see you in a few. Bye. It was my girlfriend. She wants to spend some time before I leave tomorrow. Oh, Grandpa, you don't have to leave.
You sure I don't want to be a bother?
You're never a bother. There's plenty of food in the fridge if you get hungry. Just relax, watch some TV.
Well, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Hey, listen. I want you to have fun.
I will. See you later.
Good kid. I only hope he listens to what I had to say. Somehow, I think he has.
Something more that you've been feeling, a chance to stop the fall.